Good morning. Day 136 on the trail. Had a good night's sleep last night. It was a little warm, but it wasn't bad. Slept well. A lot of stuff. It was just humid. The tent dried off for the most part, but everything's got just a little bit of humidity to it and moisture. So back on trail. Going to get breakfast in Falls Village, which is just like a mile more. I've been on the trail for about half a mile, so I got about a mile more to get to Falls Village. There's a cafe a block off the trail or so, get breakfast there, then move on to the Riga and Brassy Brook shelters, which are, I think one is done. They've been reconstructing them. One is done. I think the other one they're working on today. At least that's what that trail maintainer told me back a couple days ago. And so we'll see. That's about a 13-mile day, which would be good because I struggled in the heat and humidity yesterday. Talking with some of the other hikers, everyone's been struggling in it. There's one couple who they only did about 4 miles yesterday just because the heat was overbearing them. So, all right, that's the plan for today. And then I'll bring you all the good stuff. I apologize. Yesterday afternoon, I was moving to get that last little stretch in, and I didn't do much filming. And tell you the truth, I'm getting a little bored with not seeing anything new and exciting. So I just tend to put my head down and go, but we'll try to come up with stuff. I mean, kind of going over everything, got to repeat everything maybe, so we'll see. All right, we'll talk to you up the trail. Big bummer, Mountainside Cafe is closed due to staff shortages, so I'm hoofing it back up the trail. Bad enough I had to go 3 miles up to the cafe, then to 0.3 miles up and 0.3 back. So I'm hoofing it. Right now I got a road walk. That's the trail. Then it breaks off. Hopefully when I get to Falls Village, I can fulfill that incredible desire to have town food. Such a disappointment. I wasn't going to have my breakfast omelet or something like that. Anyway, moving along, we'll bring you back for the good stuff. Okay, I got a doe up ahead. Let's see how close I can get before she takes off. We'll go nice and slow. Amazing how still they can stand. There she goes. She'll stop. Check me out from a different angle. Beautiful animals. What beautiful animals. All right. Hoofing it through the woods. Sorry. I was the only one who was disappointed by the cafe being closed. Anyway. Alright, we'll try Falls Village. Now that I'm in the mood for town food, I gotta see what they offer and how close to the trail it is. The AT here is on a wheelchair accessible trail, but the reason I stopped is I hear a bald eagle. So I'm wondering if there's one nesting nearby. Hear it? I definitely heard it. I don't see it though. Alright, let me get going. Okay, trail turns here, but there's a power plant there. And I hear a outflow of water, so if you remember in our previous video, I said there's a section of the river that stays open from a power plant or something. This might be the area, and that could be why I heard that bald eagle. They're hanging out here, you know, year round. So, interesting. All right, heading closer and closer to town and breakfast. Second breakfast. Okay, crossing the Housatonic again. There's some of the falls. My guess is from a higher elevation, they steal some of the water and then run it down to the power plant right there. You can see the outflow. So, alright, I think I'm going to end up in the woods shortly, so last view. How are you? Smile when you go by. $1,500 miles from Georgia. Hey, I think it was really back at the bridge there looking at the falls, but I'll take this sign. Very nice. Alright, had a nice breakfast at Falls River Cafe. Poor girl working the counter was hustling. A lot of people in there, maybe because Mountainside Cafe is closed, but either way, good food. I had a raspberry cheesecake muffin and a bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant, which you saw. Now starts a 2-mile uphill. It's supposed to be pretty gradual, so that's nice. And it's hot today. Not as humid. There's a slight breeze, so I'm hoping it's going to be nice. All right, let me get going. All right. Housatonic Falls. I don't know if there's another view, but I saw this side trail, so I took it. Look at the mist coming off. It's amazing flow of water. I'm going to guess they divert the water that way for the power plant. Wow. I don't think any kayakers are going down over that. All right. Beautiful. Okay, there are the falls. Yep. There's a river that diverts to the power plant. That's a lot of water. Alright. Let me get to hiking. Alright, when you're walking in the woods and you run across a stone like that, just sitting and not part of any rock formation, that's what we call a glacial erratic. In other words, it's a stone that was carried by the glaciers, and as the glaciers receded, it got deposited often hundreds of miles from where it was picked up. So that right there is a glacial erratic, I'm sure. And you see them often in the woods north of here, because this is where the last glacier pretty much stopped. You know, New York, Connecticut, Long Island is a glacial moraine. That's all the sand and stuff that the glacier dropped as it receded and washed, all the dirt that washed out of the melting snows and settled on Long Island. All that got pushed. So this is something that's been carried, and of course take an analysis to figure out where it came from originally. Glacial erratics. Those are those odd stones just sitting on top of the ground in the middle of no particular rock formations. Stepped out of the woods and into this scenery. All right, coming over the ridge, the slope. I swear it's an 85% slope, maybe 90. And then we're going to do switchbacks all the way down, looks like. Oh joy. All right, nice little hemlock forest here. Bugs are just starting to get bad, so may have to do some spraying. All right, onward. Here's a nice example of succession. Got a field here. All right, it wasn't taken over by brambles and stuff, so trees had a chance. You got white pine, which is a sun-loving tree, fast growing. Jumps in here, gets a start. I don't have my glasses on, but a couple other trees. I'm gonna assume some are hawthorns and stuff. So beautiful example of succession. Going from the grassy to the shrubby into the small trees. Now that there's shade in some places, only certain species of trees will grow. Looks like a black walnut right there. This one. Yep. There's another one right there. Remember, the black walnuts are allelopathic. It means the ground under them is kind of poisoned to other black walnuts and stuff, so that they get no competition from below. That poison comes naturally from the tree. Except right there, that one's got some competition. All right. Heading through, at least on roads. I wish there was a store on the way. I have a craving for soda. But not gonna happen. Okay. Little trail magic here. I'm hiding the name and phone number of the owner. And it's on the inside too, so I gotta hide that. Alright. So we got some soda here. Nice. Still got a little bit of ice in there. I'm all excited. Sign me up. I don't get it. They make you scramble up this and put up a sign like it's important, and there's like no view. I don't get it. All right, on to Riga Shelter. All right, ready for bed here at the Riga Shelter. things are a little screwy trying to get a new pair of shoes and some additional gear that I ordered. My wife's going to bring them up, but the only day she can come is tomorrow. But she can't stay, so she's going to take me to Great Barrington. I got to get a shuttle back, which means I have to backtrack 3 miles down to the road, get picked up by my wife, taken there, and then I have to arrange a shuttle tomorrow to bring me back to the trail. Madness. No good deed goes unpunished. So I don't know how I'm going to work this out. Plus, this section of the trail's got some pretty limited resupply options. So I have a funny feeling I'm going to be paying shuttle drivers quite a bit to take you down from various places. So, all right, obviously I'm tired. Excuse me. And I'm going to go to bed. And I got the campsite to myself. So it was really nice. All the bugs are piling up on my screens because got the lights on and everything like that. So I'm going to tune out, edit video, and get to sleep. I got to get up early to get my ride. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.